morning, televiewers, and welcome to this edition of High Prime. Today, Friday, the 18th of July, 2025. I am Anyima Komoni at the anchor. We begin with our headlines. Professor Maurice Kamto has deposited his file this Friday, July 18th, at the Elekam office in Yaoundé. He submitted under the Manidem Party, and two members from the Cameroon People Democratic Movement have submitted their files at the Elekam office as candidates for the 2025 presidential elections, Paul Biya and Trilla Onanalon. Those were our headlines. Details of these and more in this newscast. Professor Maurice Kamto, the candidate invested by the Manidam in the presidential election, has submitted his file this Friday, July 18th. This comes after many controversies on the social media, saying that he will not be eligible to submit. He was welcomed by a crowd of supporters this morning. The candidacy file of CPDM, Cameroon People Democratic Movement, bearing incumbent His Excellency Paul Biya, has been submitted at the headquarters of Eleka. The file was submitted by the Director of the Civil Cabinet at the Presidency, Samuel Mvondo Ayolo, and the Secretary General of CPDM, Jean Kweti, on Thursday, July 17, 2025. In this interview, High TV sampled the opinions of some people in relation to this.
Décaler un peu vous là, décaler un peu de même de la place. S'il vous plaît, allez, ça c'est la page. S'il vous plaît, reculez, voilà sa chaise. Reculez, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, reculez, reculez, s'il vous plaît. Mr. Ashwin. Yes? Okay.
They may be at the tail of the transport sector, but their contributions to ease the movement of purchased staples and products for market sellers in and around the market cannot be overlooked. The truck pushers, as an integral part of the market session, continue to increase in the various markets in the Boya municipality as they try to make ends meet. Despite the rains, the truck pushers, armed with boots and raincoats, are dedicated in transporting customers' products safely to departure points in the market, making the buying and selling chain less cumbersome for traders and consumers. Student on internship O'Neill Elumambua completes that story.
In the bustling streets and markets of the city of Boya, truck pushers are a common sight, particularly in the various markets and junctions, where they play a vital role in transporting customer products from the market to the roadside, where they can easily get a taxi. However, the rainy season has brought significant challenges in making ends meet, as the sleepy roads make it harder for truck pushers to move freely.
Many challenges as truck people. I don't see how they go water all over, potholes. I mean, gravel, they know they suffer, dirty all sides from inside market. So the men will face difficulties inside the market. They will plead with the government and the mayor of Munya, Boya as a whole. say make it do something because traders they over suffer.
The rainy season has inevitably affected truck pushers, as some report a decrease in income during this period because people don't visit the market as often.
So it depends because people they work with that raincoat. People they like when rain they knock them because when plenty they don't like when over the sweat, so they get that small advantage of rain. They make watch the other sweat.
Despite the challenges they face, truck pushers in Buea have put in place several means of coping with the frequent downpour.
How they go get a coat, they'll get a boots, they'll try for fish fine. A lot of all place now water. So don't get out the boot, they don't wear out the coat, now they try for fish fine. Try for water small.
In all, regardless of the prevalence of the rainy season, as well as the challenges it brings, truck pushers are demonstrating a lot of resilience this season as they strive to put food on their table.
You are watching High Prime and we are coming to you live from our studios in Moliko, Buea. Vegetables grown by fertilizers are being said to have an enhancement in the general product, which is beneficial for vegetable farmers in Buea. However, consumers of these vegetables have raised their worries on the impact of these products to their well-being. Aya Precious, student journalist on internship, completes that story.
The use of fertilizers on vegetables have been a key factor in agricultural productivity to farmers in Buea, as they express in the following excerpt.
They work Jama with fertilizer. So they use now white fertilizer for Jama. So they will just plant them. It make 3 days before time where it won't grow. Fertilizer don't expire for the skin. Day where you want cut, you aim them again that day. Before the fertilizer won't grow again for cotton, it don't expire. That's all they want. If fertilizer not there, you not again then that it help you. It help with the pay picking their school fees. You grow up picking them, put picking them for work. Do so many things. So the money for Jama. So Jama fertilizer is important.
Although the use of fertilizers are beneficial to these vegetable farmers, consumers on their part are more concerned with the effects of these vegetables to their system.
Fertilizer yes. Fertilizer they even buy and so already know what I want now. If you want to put it the next day, you see what you are telling. With the chop and so they find out what to call it. I mean, so they go calling and back to back, minute by minute, don't go calling. Because the money store, the one available in a show, they know there's no way to chop it. If you chop any vegetable in the market and like it in the market, you're gonna call it. Don't let it.
According to Dr. Susie Nako, the excessive fertilizer use on vegetables can have serious threats to the human health.
Usually, chemical residues are being deposited in the crops. And hence, when you consume them, they have very negative effects in the human body. Secondly, they can lead to cancers. Those chemicals that we have consumed can lead to cancers, and we all know how dangerous cancer is. Very expensive to be so cure, and is the #1 deadly disease right now in the whole world. Next, you have nutritional imbalance. When you consume crops that have been grown with fertilizers, it leads to nutritional imbalance. Why? Because some of those chemicals that we have consumed end up destabilizing our system in such a way that we end up not absorbing the main nutrients that we have to be absorbing from certain foodstuffs that we consume.
In general, while fertilizers have been instrumental in boosting farmers' output, the possible risks affiliated with the excessive fertilizer use cannot be ignored.
Now talk sports in these newscasts. Cameroon international winger Brian Bremer has signed with Manchester United until 2030. The 25-year-old Cameroonian finished last season with a total of 20 goals and 7 assists onto his name. He chose the Red Devils over Arsenal and the other clubs who wanted his service. Sonita Nguni completes that story.
With the coming to an end of the football season, transfer windows are now open, with clubs striving to get in new players and others maintaining the contracts of the old players. Manchester United has secured the services of Cameroonian international winger Brian Bremo for a signing fee of €65 million deal with up to $6 million in add-on. The 25-year-old Cameroonian international had a wonderful season, scoring a total of 20 goals and 7 assists in the Premier League behind Mohamed Salah and Haaland. His contract will end till 2030. Meanwhile, Jean-Charles Castelletto is on the verge of joining Al Jazeera, a club at the Middle East, as negotiations are ongoing. The international defender is known for his great defending skills. Still, Yonjo Angel Mata, 18 years old, has successfully signed with Lille, a League One club, until 2030. The Brazzaville Football Academy benefited hugely from this signing, grabbing a total of €2 million, one of the biggest transfer fees in the history of Cameroon.
We have come to the end of this edition of the newscast over High Television. But before we take leave of you, a recap of our major stories. Professor Maurice Kanto has deposited his file this Friday, July 18, 2025, at the Lekam office in Yaoundé. It's submitted under the Maniden Party. And 2 members from the Cameroon People Democratic Movement have submitted their files at the Lekam office as candidates for the 2025 presidential elections, Paul Biya and Srila Onanalon. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed evening in the company of our programs and enjoy a lovely weekend.